Hi everybody, we are back with another super duper Skittles activity on 5's. Jayne's with us, and Jayne is the most remarkable under 5 specialist. She's a Simply Changing coach, and we've just been having a conversation about how everything that she's doing with the under 5's is directly related to what we're doing with coaches. In terms of developing them so that they can be change agents for all the coachees that they work with. So it's quite an amazing parallel, isn't it, Jayne?
It certainly is. It is.
So what have you got for us today? I can see the top of the Skittles just over there. You might need to...
I've got a set of Skittles here. I'm not going to let them all roll away, but I've got a set of Skittles. So what we're going to look at today is, whilst we're on lockdown, I've thought about what games can you do inside. Well, you can do them outside, but you can also play Skittles inside. So we're going to look at the game of Skittles, the learning that a preschooler can get out of playing Skittles, and also a couple of different things that you can do in terms of games with Skittles.
Lovely, lovely. Fire away. Can't wait to hear all about it.
Okay, so by playing Skittles from a young age, and again, we're talking really of children from 18 months up, depending upon their level of development. But if your child can walk, then they can join in with a family game of Skittles. So it's about learning the art of games, winning and losing, but they actually get so much more in terms of the learning and development from a game of Skittles. So first of all, they're learning about setting the game up. So they're actually having to put the Skittles in the right order. Usually they're in a triangle shape so that you can roll the ball, or they can be in one straight line, depending on what you and your child how you want to play the game. They're learning to take turns. They're learning patience, which is a big thing, as we've talked about before, for preschoolers, because they have to wait to take their turn. They are learning maths, because what you can do, you can actually get them to count the Skittles when they're setting them up, but you can also say, right, we're going to have a winner out of 5 lots of games, who wins the most. So you can actually have a sheet where you mark down when you win, and the children are then learning to count. So how many games have I won? You can have a tick. So there's also a lot of physical development here going on. So you've got your fine motor skills, which we've talked about before, and that is the little muscles in your fingers and your hands, because they're learning to grasp the ball. And then they have the gross motor skills, where they might want to do a little run up and throw the ball towards the Skittles, but also it's about that hand-eye coordination. So they're using the eye muscles, and they're using coordination and balance, which at that young age, again, is really important. Now, we also are learning about emotions, because if you win, yay, you get that elated feeling, don't you? I'm the winner. However, for little ones, when they don't win and they're disappointed, they are learning that that's okay. You might have times where they have a strop and lie on the floor, but you might have that with adults as well, who are poor losers sometimes. And it's about learning to regulate those emotions, isn't it? And say, it's okay, you didn't win this time, but let's have another go. And it's about teaching your young children that in life, they might not always get what they want straight away. They might not win. They might not get the top score in an exam. But it's about keep trying, keep having a go. I'm conscious that because it's lockdown, we can't all run out and buy a set of Skittles. And you can try and order some off Amazon, but there's a long wait for certain toys off Amazon at the moment. So you can improvise. I've got some plastic cups here, so you can use a number of different plastic cups. You can use a tennis ball. And if you haven't got plastic cups, if you've got a plastic water bottle or cordial bottle, if you get a few of them empty and you can fill them with rice or sand or flour, you can then substitute your Skittles for the cordial bottle. So I think there's quite a lot of learning out of one simple game there. And another one that I've just thought of actually that I have done with children is you can go and hide the Skittles inside or outside, especially if they're different colours, and say, go and find me the 3 Skittles. So they're learning the colours, and again, they're learning the numbers. And it's called Hunt the Skittle.
Well, that's fantastic. Jayne, thank you so much again. Such simplicity. Games don't have to be complex, but they do have to be interesting, fun, and engaging.
Yes, very much.
And all these activities that you bring for us are so engaging. So if you could have little toilet rolls, couldn't you? You could paint them different colours.
Yes, yeah.
Make your own Skittles as part of the game.
That's right. Yes, yeah. There's all sorts of things around the house, I think, if you use your imagination, that you could use.
And whilst they're using their imagination and playing, they're getting all of these benefits, like you were saying earlier. It's building patience, recognizing that we take turns. I was outside the pharmacy this morning, and we just had to wait our turn on the pavement while the next person came out of the pharmacy. And you just have to be patient, literally patient, in order to be able to do that. So it's a great skill to have as an adult, rather than feeling tense and anxious that you're wasting time, as it were. So it's a very important skill for a child to develop. You spoke about negotiation, and the winning and the confidence that you might build in even painting the Skittles or preparing them and creating them in the first place. Winning the game would give you confidence. Losing the game gives you the other ability to develop that skill of resilience. And you were saying that specifically, Jayne, yes?
Yes, it's really important, isn't it, to learn about resilience and keep going, keep trying, because we all know as adults in life, sometimes it takes a long time to achieve something and reach your goal. And it's about having that determination, that tenacity to keep going, isn't it? And the games for young children very much are a part of that learning.
Absolutely. And again, we were talking before we came on air that we noticed, didn't we, last week, particularly, not so much this week, but definitely last week, that there was a kind of a shift in everybody's resilience. People had done 3-4 weeks of lockdown. Actually, are we getting a little bit getting itchy feet, and do we just want this over? And you have to take a deep breath and ground yourself and keep that focus going. And if you have developed that skill of resilience, that the world is something that we live within, and we don't necessarily control everything within it. As a child, with a game of Skittles, it stands us in good stead for these incredible, unprecedented times, doesn't it?
It does, because the one thing that we've got to have at the moment is patience, isn't it? Because we don't know when lockdown's going to be lifted. And so, you know, if you haven't got patience, it's going to be much more difficult for you, I think. So patience and resilience are key.
Absolutely, 100%. So maybe as we are all playing Skittles with the little people in our lives, we can all benefit from that as well and exercise our patience and our resilience. Thank you very much indeed, Jayne. It's been fantastic, lovely exercise.
Thank you, Louise.
All right, see you soon, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.